tonight's talk is consciousness, creativity, and the brain. And if you have a golf ball-sized consciousness, when you read a book, you'll have a golf ball-sized understanding. When you look out, a golf ball-sized awareness. And when you wake up in the morning, a golf ball-sized wakefulness. But if you could expand that consciousness, then you read the book, more understanding. You look out, more awareness. And when you wake up, more wakefulness. It's consciousness. And there's an ocean of pure, vibrant consciousness inside each one of us. And it's right at the source and base of mind, right at the source of thought, and it's also at the source of all matter.
There is no matter as such. All matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force which brings the particle of an atom to vibration and holds this most minute solar system of the atom together. We must assume behind this force the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. This mind is the matrix of all matter.
In 1912, just after graduating with his doctorate degree in physics, Niels Bohr took a job in Ernest Rutherford's laboratory in England. A year earlier, Rutherford had introduced an amazing new theory about atoms. It was thought that atoms were solid spheres of positive charge with negative electrons mixed throughout. But according to Rutherford's model, atoms look more like tiny planetary systems, with most of the mass focused in the positively charged nucleus of the atom and the negatively charged electrons rotating around the nucleus like the Earth around the Sun.
In the beginning, there was nothing. Somehow, out of this nothing came everything.
Out of this vibrant nothingness, matter, energy, space, time, consciousness, mind emerged, came out.
There's nothing in between. In between exists nothing. There's nothing in between. There's nothing in between.
For you, reality is all that can be touched with the hand and seen with the eye. In your dreams, you can also touch with your hand and see with your eye. But in reality, you have neither hand nor eye, nor is there anything that can be touched or seen. Taking what you perceive in your dream to be material realities, you are simply deceived. For example, a person deeply asleep in his bed may see himself in an entirely different world in his dream. He may dream that he is a pilot and command a giant airplane, and even spend a great effort to command the plane. In fact, this person has not taken even one step away from his bed. In his dreams, he may visit different settings and meet with friends, have a chat with them, eat and drink together. It is only when the person awakes from his dream that he realizes all were only perceptions. If we are able to live easily in an unreal world during our dreams, the same thing can equally be true for the world we live in. When we wake up from a dream, there is no logical reason for not thinking that we have entered a longer dream that we call real life. The reason we consider our dream to be fancy and the world as real is nothing but a product of our habits and prejudices. This suggests that we may well be awoken from the life on earth, which we think we are living right now, just as we are awoken from a dream.
In between exists nothing. There's nothing in between. There's nothing in between. In between exists nothing. In between exists nothing. There's nothing in between.
Stereo, shortwave, ride my rodeo. Beat came from Addis Ababa, but I'm flying to Istanbul. Oh, so why don't you meet me?
In between exists nothing.
There is no nation of you. There is no nation of me. Our only nation lives in lucid dreams. Lucid dreams. I'm living in lucid dreams. Living on shortwave streams tonight. Wow. I'll dial Alexandria if you dial into Ithaca. South Asia, German bite. I skate on the world tonight. Oh, so why don't you come along? There is no nation of you. There is no nation of me. Our only nation lives in lucid dreams. Wow! Lucid dreams. I'm living in lucid dreams. I'm living like shortwave streams tonight.
There's nothing in between. There's nothing in between. In between exists nothing.
Do you two know how scientists identify the substances in distant stars? Do you know how we measure the composition of the sun, for example? Sure. One major tool is spectral analysis, isn't it? Yes, indeed.
I am familiar with the results of spectral analysis, but I am a bit unsure of how the spectra arise to begin with. Chaucer, is that part of our material for today?
Yes, it is, Diana. In fact, it is the starting point.
Traveling to the 1750s, we find that scientists were putting different substances in flames and passing the resultant light through a prism. They found that the hot gases given off by the burning materials emit different colors of light or spectra. For example, ordinary table salt generated a bright yellow spectra. Furthermore, not all the colors of the rainbow appeared. There were dark gaps in the spectrum. In fact, for some materials, there were just a few patches of light. By the 1820s, they recognized that spectra provided an excellent way to detect and identify small quantities of an element in a powder that was put into a flame. Meanwhile, the white light of the sun was also being examined closely. And in 1802, it was discovered that the solar spectrum itself had tiny gaps. There were many thin, dark lines in the rainbow of colors. But the reason for spectral lines in the light and the relationship to each substance was a real mystery.
In between exists nothing. There's nothing in between. There's nothing in between.